Hello! Today's one of those days when I'm just thinking, what on earth am I going to vlog about today? This is the thing with daily vlogging. Not that I'm daily vlogging, but you know, daily type vlogging. I'd love to do daily vlogging, I really would. So I decided to take a day off yesterday. I did not film. Isabel had a really good day. She wasn't feeling sick and she worked a whole day of school. Yay! And at 12:30 last night, she came on with a massive itch attack, overheated and scratched all up her arms. She came down and was rather regretting what she had done. But the thing is, with children with eczema, you've got to keep their nails really as short as you can keep them so that they can't get any purchase on their skin because they're continuously scramming all the time. And I took my eye off the ball, I really did, because she's been so not itchy lately. I just haven't been nagging her to cut her nails all the time. So 12:30 last night, she was doing her nails. Very reluctantly. I can tell you, when they get to their late to mid-teens, they are not into having to cut their nails. Well, mine isn't anyway. So anyway, she's got all cuts up her arms now. Anyway, but other than that, she's quite well and she's cracking on with maths at the moment. I've just quickly been putting a load of laundry on. Need to put some washing up away. Need to do more washing up, though not much. I need to tidy the homeschool table because it's got unruly again. I need to check if I've got any of her maths left to mark. I might have. I think maybe yesterday she spent more of the maths time watching the lessons and taking notes than actually doing it. We had an excellent reading session together on the train yesterday, going to a group. This one is very topical at the moment, unfortunately. Infectious diseases, particularly viruses. So I think we're going to be starting that one today. Actually, it's next week's human biology topic and we haven't done this week's biology topic. But honestly, I don't care. This one is topical. It's a topical topic. As you know, it's all in the news everywhere, isn't it, at the moment? And we just went through that sheet together, really nitty-picky, on the train yesterday, so it's fresh in her mind, so now is the time to get back on it again before she gets it all. It's actually worked out really well that Izzy does an independent first hour in our homeschool routine every day, because it gives me a chance to sort of mentally prepare, take stock and sort things out, get on top of the housework a bit, so we don't start the day in chaos, which is what we used to do more than we do now. So it's worked out well. Coffee's brewing. It really has become entrenched in my ritual to brew a fresh coffee to start biology. Hey look, Obi's got me another tripod. He said he bought this for my birthday, saw how small it was, thought it wasn't good enough and didn't give it to me, so he got me another one instead. But when I said I couldn't fit this one in my case, which is here whilst still attached to the camera, he said, well, why don't you have this one as well? I'll put a link in the description in case you're interested. Hello Izzy, how are you today?
Okay.
How are your arms after your scratch attack last night?
Getting better.
A bit of a frenzy, didn't you?
Yes, it was boiling, that's why.
It wasn't actually, I was cold. I've just had a total revelation about why me and Izzy are struggling with her taking so much time out, being ill all the time, like almost every week. I know what it is, it's that forgetting curve, isn't it? I'll have to put a Right, I'll get one off the internet, there'll be one, I'll put it there. Look at the forgetting curve. This is apparently to do with the science of learning, or I don't know if it's a science, but it's the theory anyway, that you start out you learn something and then you gradually forget it, down, 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 down. But if you study it again at an optimal point when you've only just started to forget it, you go over it again, it reinforces it. And then when you study it again, when it's about that point of forgetting this, it reinforces it and it stops you forgetting it and it reinforces it more and more. But I think what's happening, we're going too far down on the forgetting curve. So the next time we're coming to it, when she's well enough to resume, it's like doing it from the start again. It's a revelation. That's what it is. That's what's happening to us. Anyway, we're going to do some biology now. Me and Izzy have just been learning about the bacteriophage, or bacteriophage. And apparently it's this horrible little thing here. So it comes along, look, and it injects its DNA into it. Blech. Tiny little critters, like something out of sci-fi.
Not something that I want to know.
No. I suppose if they got rid of bad bacteria, though, that would be useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but what if they got rid of our good bacteria?
Yeah, what if they get rid of the nice ones in our guts that help us to digest our food better?
Help us to get vitamins.
Yeah.
Good mummy.
Come on, Leo, let's get on. It's lunchtime now. We've just spent a whole hour watching a 24-minute video. As we keep pausing to chat all the time about it, it's brought up so many conversations between us, from racism and lots of little debates. Isabel has questioned quite a lot of it about whether viruses are alive or not, because they're not considered to be alive by scientists. But Izzy and I are wondering if they should just redefine living to accommodate them. I suggested Isabel puts her theories and questions on the Southwest Science School Facebook group, which is a private group for the students and parents, and she said, well, I don't want to be seen as questioning their authority, but I don't think they'll mind. I think they'd welcome it actually, but she doesn't want to do it. So there we are. What do you think? Do you think viruses should be classified as alive? They do reproduce, but they need to reproduce in a host cell. Therefore, they are parasitic, you see. And apparently, according to our syllabus, they don't move. But me and Izzy Googled this, and they do move, but they latch on to another body system in order to do it. Like they'll get into the vascular system of a plant, for instance. So it's a bit like a branch falling off a tree and landing in a river. So yes, it moves, it goes down the river and ends up in the sea, but it didn't do it itself. So, but surely they must move a bit in the body to get into the cell. What happens then? Is that not moving when it penetrates through the cell membrane and gets in? You know, when that horrible bacteriophage is landing on the bacteria and penetrating it with its evil DNA. Is that not moving? And Isabel says, well, they must be sensitive, or how would they know to react to their surroundings? If the bacteriophage is landing on a bacteria, it must surely know, she said, that it's on a bacteria, because it sticks out its DNA into it, you know, it latches onto it. She said it reacts to it. Surely that means it's got sensitivity. More questions for the biologists who are at home. Yes, please state your theories. We'd love to read them all. It's that time in the afternoon when I feel like going to sleep, but what I'm actually going to do is literature with Izzy. We've just been having a lovely lunch and watching TV and vegging out, haven't we? Been watching what's it called? Oh, it's one of these very formulaic BBC lunchtime viewing type shows. Actually, I don't know what time it's on because we watch it on catch up. But anyway.
Get away for the winter.
Get away for the winter. Oh, there we are. We just watched the Goa episode, didn't we?
That was a good one. We've only got one more episode left till we finish the series.
Oh no.
And we need to find something else to watch.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of choice.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's time for my second coffee of the day now. I've got my tripod between my knees.
Because you can do that.
Because I can do it now, because it's got all rubber grippy legs. It's great. It's just brilliant. If you're a vlogger and you haven't got a Joby Gorilla Pod yet, get one.
Before you know it, she's going to be naming a tripod and acting like it's a teddy.
That's a good idea. If you've got a suggestion for the name of my tripod, please put it in the comments below and I shall consider it. Thank you in advance.
What is wrong with you?
As you can see, it's raining outside, so it's a very cosy afternoon to be inside, snuggled up on the sofa. That's weird, I seem to have got a load of these little bits here, like broken tarmac or something in my garden. I'm sure that wasn't there before. I don't really have a garden to speak of, I've just got a little tiny patch of yard. Hey, speaking of literature, I would just like to say that the DVD film of Whale Rider is completely opposite to the book. It's not even slightly different, it's opposite. All the most important points are opposite. I would say do not watch this film if you're trying to study the book for English literature, iGCSE. I actually contacted the course provider about this and she said, yeah, it's good for getting an idea of what the surroundings look like and a general taste of the life of these people, but she's even decided not to recommend it as well because it's so contrasting with the book. We've been talking about alliterations in poetry particularly, haven't we? But Isabel suddenly came out with this little gem.
Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But if I get a bit of better butter, then it'll make my batter better. So Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter, and her batter was not bitter.
Yay!
And so I'm laughing behind the camera. She was just like...
I've done literature with Izzy. She's having a little break and she's going to do a history without me because when I had that massive reading fest with her the other day when she wasn't well, I read through all the topics for about the next week and a half with her, so she'll be able to tackle the questions on her own. Yay! I'm going for a sleep. Night night. Well, I've had a very nice little snooze and I just want to show you the Valentine's Day present that I got from IB yesterday. Look! Cute socks! Shall I try them on? Sorry. Oh, they're really soft as well. Let's see what Izzy thinks. Yeah, I do have my pyjama bottoms on. Oh, look. Oh, let's get Izzy's reaction, shall we?
Yes.
Isabel.
So cute. I want one. Can I have one? I will pay you money.
Mine.
I will literally give you £2 for one pair. That's a good deal.
I think Isabel wants these socks. She's not having them though, they're my Valentine's Day present. I'm going to go and play my flute now and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!